I've got two fragrances in my hand. One cost 15 quid, the other cost you around 220 quid. My scent bar is littered with lots of failed dupes, failed clones. There are some rays of sunshine in amongst it, but will this be one of them? I'm gonna blind test it as well, so stick around for that. Oh, and at the end, I'll be picking a scent of the day here at Mr. Seasoned Scent Bar. Right, let's get into it. Thanks guys for joining for another snack-sized bite of fragrance content. Out of the 250 plus fragrances I own, this is my favorite apple fragrance. A masterpiece in my opinion. I love it. Pop that in the comments though. Do you find that fresh fragrances can be a bit of a letdown when it comes to performance? This one performs decent. It's a mid-performer. You get 6 to 8 hours at best, but it does become more of a skin scent. It's a lovely fragrance though. But can this £15 dupe actually convince us that it's a masterpiece in the making? Released in 2020, this is a beautiful citrus, mandarin, apple top fragrance, and then you've got some delicious, nice woodsy notes. It's a masculine fragrance, it's a fresh fragrance, it's a strong fragrance. I think what I like a lot about this is the oak moss and the earthiness that it has. Uplifting yet moody freshy. It's got a bit of attitude. But will this have attitude, and what actually is it? Well, this is by Broca, that famous Arabian dupe house. And this is called Nexxa Immortal. It's an EDP. Let's get into it. Been opening quite a lot of fragrances recently, and this is another one to add to the collection, and it's growing, rapidly growing. Ooh, nearly dropped it there, guys. Bit of a fancy box, this one. Carefully does it. Here we go. Right, what do we do next? Oops, a little bit awkward. Oh, it flicks open. Almost need a high IQ to open this. Thankfully, I do have quite a decent IQ, surprisingly. Flick that open. Well, what we have straight off the bat is a bottle that looks very feminine, rainbow-esque. Doesn't look anything like Greenley, but hey, look, let's not judge a book by the cover. Let's get these sprayed on the test strips and on the back of my hands. As I've done in previous videos, I've written the names of the fragrances on the back of the test strip, so we can come back to that in a second and do a blind test. Start with the Broca Nexxa Immortal. What a name that is. Wide atomizer. Greenley. Similar atomizer actually. Already got something to tell you guys. Some very important news. Gonna put Greenley on the back of my left hand and Nexxa Immortal on the back of my right hand. Let's start comparing. Yeah, there's subtle differences here. Stick around because I'm going to tell you which one I actually prefer. Greenley, you've still got that. Obviously, I don't need to explain Greenley again. It's appley, it's citrus, it's got a nice oaky earth moss tone to it, which gives it a butch, masculine edge and a real strong woody vibe. This one opens up quite similar in the citrus element, but actually, in a weird way, it has an element of another fragrance which I own, another expensive fragrance, and I'm going to tell you which one that is in a second. Yes, you've got an apple citrus element, but you don't have the earthy oak moss that Greenley has. Don't have that strong woodsy vibe, but we're going to stick with it and let the dry down settle in and come back as well and judge that, but stick around as well. I'm going to be telling you ultimately which one I prefer, and I'm going to be choosing a scent of the day, so lots to get through in a short amount of space, short space of time. I'm getting a sweeter vibe off this. The apple has kind of already just been here, gone. Adam's been, he's bitten it and taken it away with him. It's gone. I am waffling. But they're both very nice. Up the old Nostradamus. They're both quite unctuous. But this has surprised me because it reminds me of a fragrance that I've actually not done that much content on, reaching for it. It's got a bit of Pacific chill in it. Just a little hint. It's like these two got it on and had a love child, and I'm wearing it all over my hand. It's got like a figgy apricot sort of note there. I'm going to pop the notes up for this one right now. This is Broca Nexxa Immortal. I'll pop the notes up right here so we can just see what we're dealing with. And what we're dealing with is surprisingly close to the notes that are in Greenley, and I'll pop them up now, here. We do have the oak moss, the earthiness, apparently. Maybe it's starting to poke its way through. There was a lot of citrus at the top. There was a hint of apple, but very much less than Greenley. And then we're starting to get a more sweet woodsy note, as opposed to a earthy, dark, butch, appley, woody note that Greenley has. Greenley holds on to those apples far better than this one does. Let's get straight to the point. Oh, let's do a blind test. Okay, I'm going to mix them up. Mixing them up, mixing them up, mixing them up. I don't know which one's which. Literally, I've forgotten now already. Here we go. I've got two in my hand. Straight away, Greenley. Yeah. Strong apple. This is turned, in my opinion, to a more sweeter, more citrus abundant, less earthy, and it certainly doesn't have the apple that Greenley's famous for. But do I like it? Yeah, it's quite nice. It's not as masculine, and for 15 quid, it looks pretty darn impressive, but it does look like it belongs on Mrs. Season's scent bar as opposed to mine. It does have a strange hint of something which I can't quite put my Nostradamus on, something that's maybe not quite to my liking, whereas Greenley just has that strong, that panache, that thump. You just know where you're at. It's not changing, it's not evolving too much, whereas this one is kind of turning into a bit of a whimper. Yeah, it's whimpering away. I'm going to score it now and tell you guys what I think, and I'm going to pick a scent of the day after I've let it dry down. Okay guys, look, it's been several hours and here's my thoughts. Longevity on both of these, solid at around several hours. They're not great performers. They're just middle of the road freshies. You know, you're going to get 3-4 hours of decent sillage, really an hour or two tops of projection, and then it becomes just a nice scent trail for 3-4 hours, and then it becomes a skin scent for, you know, 6 hours, 7 hours at a push. Decent enough. Not gonna lie, this has kind of become a bit too feminine leaning for me in the dry down. Just became quite sweet and just nonchalant, bland, one-dimensional, whereas Greenley stood the test of time, far better, much better performer. You still got that solid wood base, and you've got that nice sort of middle floral, earthy, oak mossy sort of. I would say when it comes to a super clone dupe situation, this is not a super clone. This is not a good dupe of Greenley. This is only reminiscent for the first few seconds in the opening. Yes, you think, oh, that's Greenley. And then you go, nah, it's not. It's not kidding me. Nothing like it. It's like chalk and cheese, guys. I can't score it any more than 40%. But is it a good fragrance? Yeah, for 15 quid, it's not bad, but it's like some of the other videos I've done on these clones. It just doesn't cut the mustard. It doesn't have that je ne sais quoi, that missing ingredient, that quality. It's the quality that just shines through. That's where the money is better spent, in my opinion. But if you ain't got the money, and that's quite a problem for a lot of people, yeah, you won't go wrong. Stick this on your scent bar. Enjoy it. It's a fresh, uplifting fragrance. It'll do the job. And you could probably tell people you're wearing Greenley. They won't believe you. What am I going to pick as my scent of the day? I'm going to go for Greenley. It has to be done, guys. It really does. I mean, the weather's mild today, actually. It's not that hot. Freshies you can wear anytime, any day. Mass appealing. And that's why I'm going for Greenley. Good few sprays. I probably want 10 sprays there. Lovely jubbly. That's me, Mr. Season, signing out. Hope you enjoyed that. I'd love to hear from you guys. Please do comment. Please do consider liking. Please do consider subscribing. It's free. It's a new channel. We're growing this baby together. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.